It was a sunny morning of October when my parents and I went to the pilgrimage organized every year in my hometown. The caravan started from the Cathedral of Guadalajara towards the Basilica of Zapopan in Jalisco. The celebration happened to be in honor to Our Lady of Zapopan. That gathers people from different parts of Mexico. I was 12 years old when I accompanied my parents in the procession, full of people, music, prayers, and above all, faith. All of a sudden, I did not see my parents because I stopped by a religious articles store to see the beautiful images of Jesus and Our Lady available to be purchased. In my innocence, I did not realize that while I was amazed contemplating these articles of faith, my parents were worried, looking for me. It was perhaps 5 to 10 minutes that I got lost. Not 3 days like little Jesus. But for them, it seemed to be an eternity. After seeing the preoccupation of my parents that day, I can imagine how Mary and Joseph felt. Years later, I continue contemplating the image of God in my vocation. Although my parents still continue searching for me and they still care for me as if I were their 12 years old child, they support this call that I chose to be in the Father's house, the church. This gospel invites us to reflect about our relationship with God, both in scriptures and tradition. We see how the Holy Family of Nazareth participated in the religious customs in Jerusalem. Like any family who share a particular devotion to every member, generation after generation. Another important aspect is the obedience showed by Jesus to his parents. On the one hand, he replied to them that he needed to get involved in the Father's house. On the other hand, he respected and honored Mary and Joseph. It is both obedience and wisdom that allow us to follow God and to serve one another assertively. Jesus invites each of us to get involved in the house of his Father in a proactive way while walking in this pilgrimage of life, to grow in faith, wisdom, and obedience, and like Mary, to keep listening to God's voice within our hearts by allowing ourselves to be found by Christ wherever we go.